Hi friends, welcome to Educate 247. So we have in previous video, if you remember, we had reached till our session 6. So if you haven't watched our sessions 1 to 6, you could just click on link in description. So watching those sessions before our session 7 will actually give you better clarity to session 7. Also, if you are new to our Educate 247 channel, I'll request to click on the subscribe button and stay tuned with amazing MBA related content on our channel. Also, we have recently started a series on CAT Concept Express videos. So this series will actually have some unique concepts relating to the entrance exam. So it will help you to boost your preparation for CAT, and also you'll be able to ace CAT with a good percentile. Talking about our Word Power Made Easy series, so it's basically based on the book Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. So here actually we use the etymological approach to which will help you to actually find out the root words and predict the meanings of the words with the help of its root word. So let's begin. So in our today's session, the root words will be based on our following words. First word here is graph, which means to draw. Next we have is opto. Opto means eye. So there was another word which will have eye. So we discussed in session 4. So opthal will also refer to eye. So this was discussed in our session 4. Next we have is osteo. Osteo means bone. So again this word, if you remember, was discussed in session 6. If you remember, one word ortho was referred, which meant straight. So it was also connecting to bones and muscles. Next we have here chiro, which means hand, pod, which means foot, and final word gero, which means old age. So we'll begin now. So these will be the 10 words in today's session which will be discussed. So let's learn their meanings in detail. So first word I have here is psychologist. So if you will be thinking that this is a repeat word, yeah, it it is repeated in our previous sessions also, but the reason for taking it is to distinguish between more words with similar meaning so that you don't get confused. Because if you see now here only there are two words, psychologist and psychoanalyst. So we'll also see with their meanings how they are different. So psycho will mean as mind, then logist. So logi is study, and when you add ist here, he is termed as a specialist. So psychologist is a expert or a specialist in psychology. So what is psychology? So psychology is science of mind and behavior. So it's study or science of mind and behavior. Next word here we have is, which will sound similar, which is psychoanalyst. So psycho here again will treat as mind, with psych. Analyst is basically analyzing or studying and finding solution. So analyzing is not just studying but also finding the solution. So a psychoanalyst is a person who practices psychoanalysis. So what will be psychoanalysis? So it will be actually studying and finding solution. So a method of analyzing psychic or mind related phenomena and treating emotional disorders. So it's not just analyzing and also studying and also treating it. The next we have is orthodontist. So orthodontist, so if you remember, orthodont was relating to teeth. This is again from session 5 if you remember, and ist will relate to the specialist. So orthodontist is a dentist who is qualified to treat irregularities in teeth and jaw. So it's a repeated word from our session 5 if you see. Next we have is optometrist. Opto is straight if you remember. Opto is eye first, sorry. And metrist, so this is also a repeated word from session 5. So optometrist is Now metrist means measuring or measurement. So optometrist is a person who practices optometry. So optometry will be concerned especially with examine the eye for defects. So here your vision related defects will be tested. So metric in your terms will be the range of your vision. So one who tests it will be a optometrist. Next word here is optician. So again this word could sound similar. So optics again it's eye, and Shian, so it will again relate to specialist. But how it's different from optometrist. So an optician is a person qualified and prescribes to dispense glasses and contact lenses. So one who will actually test your vision will be an optometrist, and one who will actually dispense you the glasses and contact lenses will be termed as an optician. So if you remember, when you go to your specs or lens shop, it will actually treat, the word will be written there as optist or optician. So next we have is the osteopath. So osteopath will actually mean a person who is trained to treat injuries to bones and muscles using pressure and movement. So osteo, if you remember, was relating to bones. So again you will have the orthopedist, which was learned in the previous session, and osteopath. So orthopedist would also be a relating to the treatments on bones and muscles, but here he especially uses pressure and movement. So he will treat, so if you see the orthopedist, he will actually diagnose the injury. He will do the diagnosis and give you some medicine relating to it. But osteopath will actually use the pressure and movement techniques to treat the injuries, which is mostly the acupressure and other things. He will be treated as osteopath. So this is the basic difference between these two words. So these two words are not similar. So the next we have is chiropractor. So chiro, we studied that it's relating to hand, and practor is again relating to a specialist. So a chiropractor is a practitioner of system of complementary. So here he is not specifically a specialist, but he is a practitioner. So practitioner, practitioner of system of complementary medicine based on diagnosis and treatment of misalignment of joints. So this is not going to be specifically related to hands, but it will be relating to joints here. But the word chiro is the root word for hand, so you could remember it like that, that chiro, you have the hand joints, so this you could just add hand joints to just remember it. So a chiropractor will be a practitioner of system. So he is basically, in this case, he is a specialist, but the word practitioner is used because the doctors actually practice. So he is a specialist of system of complementary medicines based on diagnosis and treatment of misalignment of joints. Next is podiatrist. So podiatrist, so pod is relating to legs or feet basically, and atrist again a specialist. So a person or a specialist who treats feet and their ailments. So any defects relating to feet will be corrected by your podiatrist. Next we have is graphologist. So graph is to write or draw, and logist again is a specialist who studies something. So study of a specialist in graphology. So graphology will be the study of handwriting, especially for purpose of character analysis. So here he actually studies the handwriting for some character analysis. So he is actually relating to some making of skit, and also we have the graphologists there who actually study the character and actually try to decide how they are going to portray it. Next we have the gerontologist. So geronto will be relating to old age, and logist will again be a specialist. So the comprehensive multidisciplinary study of aging and older adults. So this word is also relating to, if you remember, the geriatrics, which we actually studied in the previous session. So this is a study of aging and older adults. So geriatrics we actually used to treat. So here geriatrics will treat the old age people using the science. So we have ended the meanings of words part, and now we'll actually try to use and apply them, whether we have how much we have understood on this exercise of match the column. So let's begin. So you could actually pause the video and try to solve it yourself first. Let's begin. So we have first as a psychologist. So psychologist is relating to mind and behavior. So you will the psychologist will be here. Next we have a psychoanalyst. So psychoanalyst is actually treatment of your psychologist used to study mind and behavior, if you remember, and he used to analyze people. So analyze people of the unconscious mind. So here we'll be having the two. Orthodontist relating to teeth. Straight away we have it. Optometrist. So optometrist was actually measuring the vision, if you remember. And optician was relating to lens and optical instruments, specs and all. So 5 is here. Osteopath. Osteopath was correcting the spine problem, and the so joints of spines, so joint problem was detected by the chiropractor, and the bones and the blood vessels with pressure, who was seeing it? So he was the osteopath. So osteopath will be here, bones and blood vessels, and chiropractor will be relating to joints of tilted spine. Sorry, it's not completed here. So here we have the seventh one. Next we have the podiatrist. Podiatrist is directly relating to feet. Graphologist is relating to handwriting. Quite simple. Gerontologist will be the people of aging or old age. So 10th one is here. So I hope the match part is clear, and also you will have got the clarity to the meaning of words. So actually if you watch our previous sessions, you could actually get a better clarity to this, which I was discussing in the beginning of video. Next we have is the yes or no part of our session. So here we'll actually answer the questions on based on yes or no. So a psychologist must be a physician. So a physician, if you remember, he would actually treat the physical part. So he is not relating to mind, he is actually relating to body. So it's going to be no. Psychoanalyst follows Freudian techniques. So the Freudian is mind related, so it's a course to actually treat your mental behavior. So yes. Orthodontist specializes in straightening of teeth. Yes, orthodontist is actually correcting your jaws and teeth. So yes. Optometrist prescribes and fits glasses. No, fitting glasses and all is done by the optician. He is actually correcting your vision and examining your vision. So no. An optician may prescribe glasses. Definitely yes. An osteopath may use massage and another manipulative techniques. Yes, he's actually using the acupressure and other things. A chiropractor has a medical degree. Definitely, he's a practitioner if you see. So a practitioner needs to have a medical degree to practice. Podiatrist may perform major surgery. So he is correcting the diagnosis related to feet. So yes, he can have. the major surgery relating to feet. Graphologist analyzes characters from handwriting. Definitely yes. A gerontologist is interested in non-medical problems of adolescents. So what is adolescence? You could just think, because so adolescent is basically a person who is actually a child, if you remember. So he is actually a teenager. So no, he is detecting actually to old people. So I'll say no. So if you actually need to know what exactly is the Freudian technique, so you could just find it out. So it's actually relating to the method of psychoanalysis and how the person behaves in a bad way and all. So this was one word, if you could even find it and just reply in comments. So what actually is Freudian technique? So I hope this thing is clear to you, and if you have any doubts or queries, you could actually just post it in our comment section. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed our session. So if you have liked it, please don't forget to click on our like button, and don't forget to share it with your friends. And also, if you are loving it, you could just convey your reply in the comment section. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.